Hey, my name is Tej. I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm Jamaican and I've been living here for the last 4 years. And I just wanted to make this video to give a comparison of what Winnipeg is like compared to the bigger cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, and just give my perspective of what it's like as a Jamaican and how life is like here, Now, as you know, most Jamaicans live in Toronto or the Greater Toronto area, the GTA, and that makes sense. It's an established area with established Jamaican culture. Jamaicans have been living there for decades, and there's a community already there. You can have, access to ethnic grocery stores. You can have access to all the things you probably need as a Jamaican living in North America. Now, on the flip side, people living there will tell you it's expensive. It's expensive. Like you can't go around like it's expensive. Along with all the good things, the vibes, the culture, the nightlife, Toronto is probably one of the better cities, in the world, in North America. So you can't get around that fact of it, but it comes with a high cost of living. Now, Canada in general is not a cheap place to live in no way, shape, or form. But there are cities in Canada where it's significantly cheaper. The change in cost of living is drastic compared to the big cities. Now, if you know, you know, but if you don't, the big cities in Canada, people would say the Toronto, the Vancouver, the Montreal, Calgary, Edmonton, you throw Ottawa in there if you want, But the smaller ones, the Halifax, the Winnipeg, Regina, Red Deer, they tend to have a significant difference in terms of the cost of living. If you notice, a lot of people, when they're trying to restructure their lives, if they're trying to start lives in Canada, they tend to start in one of those cities and then they move to the bigger cities to get life going. Now, the cost of living is different, but on the flip side, as a Jamaican person, I think it should be stated, the job opportunities in smaller cities not as pronounced, they're not as much. There's only so much to go around. The access to ethnic, grocery stores, the food, the vibes, the culture, the flavor, the communities here in terms of like Jamaican, Caribbean communities are not that, big, to be honest. You have to go out of your way sometimes to find somebody who is Jamaican, because the group is just not that big and established in these smaller cities in Canada. Can you make it work? Yeah, you can make it work. And will you find a Jamaican? Of course you won't find a Jamaican. Jamaicans, they're everywhere, with everywhere. But it's a lot different than Toronto. Like every person you walk past, oh, yo, Jamaican, or they know somebody Jamaican, or, them family Jamaican. Like it's very different, I live in Winnipeg and I've been to Toronto. I've experienced what it's like out there in terms of the vibe. And as a Jamaican, we're used to certain things and we have a certain pattern of socializing. We have a certain vibe, certain culture. I think on this side of Canada, especially in the smaller cities, the vibe is more like Midwest America. Like the nightlife is not centered or has anything like adjacent to Caribbean culture, Caribbean vibe. You're gonna have to kind of adapt to the life here, how people socialize, how people talk to each other, dating, food. You're gonna have to kind of shift your mentality. Of course, in your own household, you can make it work how you want to make it work, but once you step out of that zone, you're gonna have to kind of assimilate into the vibe of what it's like in the middle of Canada, basically. And in the case where you do find your friends, like you find Jamaican people, a lot of times, based on how just life is here, like people will be working on weekends, like, it's not like Jamaica where you can, y'all part Friday night, no, things are different. People are working, people are going to school, people have 2-3 jobs, people are, just trying to make life work, pace in a city like Winnipeg is a lot slower, it's a lot calmer. What does that mean? Like in comparison to a city like Toronto, where you be walking on the street on like a Friday, Saturday night, there's thousands of people just walking, hustle, bustle, going to work, you know, it's not that way here. And I've never been to Halifax, but I've been to Regina, and I've been to, you know, small cities in Canada, other small cities, and it's that kind of vibe. It's not that hustle, bustle, fast pace, everything, you know, 10,000 things happen at one time. No, it's not that kind of vibe. It's kind of slow, it's kind of easy going. No, that's not for everybody. Everybody won't like that kind of vibe, and that's cool. But there's been people living in, you know, these cities from Jamaica, from the Caribbean, and they've made it work. And to say make it work, kind of make it seem like, oh, just so much compromise. But no, people actually enjoy it, and people actually, you know, come to make it home. So, you know, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, you know, it's not for you. But I'll be making more of these kind of videos down this kind of line, traveling to different cities in Canada, letting you guys see the vibes, what's going on, and like how it stay, like if you like the kind of atmosphere. And if you want to see those kind of videos, just let me know in the comments. If you guys want, you know, me to answer anything specific, you can leave it in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, shoot me a message. I'll answer anything, basically. I'll answer anything. So if you want me to make more of these kind of videos, give me a like, quick like, and yeah, let's keep these videos rolling. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. There's more coming. Yeah, bless up. Tej out.